Brock. I gotta show
Oh,
Brock.
how's Brock?
He's good. I'm meeting him in South Fork tomorrow.
Hey, Brock. Thank you for those peanuts, man.
Never forget. Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. In this video, I am in Creede, Colorado, and I am introducing you to my dear friend, Nick. I met him last year, and I have some footage for you. I also do van things, I'm cooking, I show you my Creede flag, and at the end, I go to meet up with Brock in South Fork. So like this video and subscribe. We have a lot to get into.
Oh, just a little something. They taught me, man. That's good stuff. Thank you, fellows.
On all what?
Oh, maybe it's just in the past. Where am I at? Oh, there I am. That's why cowboys have hats like this. They can tell when they're on camera.
It's fun with the scenery in the background. So are you still living in the trailer behind MJ's, or what is your living situation? Yeah. Still happy with that?
I'm a lot happier than, man, when I first got it. It is a piece of shit, but it's made out of plastic. And I'm so sick of plastic right now. Oh, goodness.
Well, I tell people that humans, you know, we're so simple. We really just have basic needs. We need a place to sleep, you know, food. We really just need shelter over our head, especially in this climate. You know, I was worried about you over the winter, but I was happy that you were in the trailer. So we're really simple. People, we live in such a society of overconsumption and greed, right? This material overconsumption. So even though your trailer's a piece of shit, what a blessing to have a place to know, you know.
Absolutely. The only, I think, let me tell you why it pisses me off. I keep getting a vibe that if the government pays for that trade that way, and it's still, even if they didn't, we're selling people shit like that at top dollar. No wonder why we're not competing anymore. We're not, I mean, it's plastic. I've seen the nice one. I don't know how I paid $6,000 for that fucking piece of shit, but I did because I needed a place to stay, and I was so grateful. Nonetheless, I need to tell people about this kind of stuff.
What do you think happened with the government?
I think the government, when they needed emergency housing and there's just money, I think they put together shit like that and fucking cranked them out as fast as they could. I think a lot of them went down to my people in the Gulf. And they expected, I can live in that. But that's me, right?
But you're no lesser than anybody else. When you say it like that, it makes it sound like you're
No, but I'm tougher. I'm more adaptive.
Well, and you are.
And
yeah.
That's a fucking thing too.
No, seriously, like now since I've been living in a van, like I sleep way better in like the colder weather, and like my body's adjusted to being outside, to just living outside. So like when I was just at my mom's house, you know, I can't sleep but like in a house anymore because I'm so used to being in my van, like sleeping outside. And like it was odd, like I felt hot, I felt kind of stuffy and trapped a little bit. Which I know that you understand because you kind of exist outside like I do. So, how did your stuff go with work and football?
Oh, I still own.
Durango?
Yeah, with RC Brian Cooper. He has been a fucking lifesaver.
Right.
Yeah, he took me over and kept me calm the whole time. We got it done.
So is that resolved?
No, I owe him $300.
Oh.
Or they're going to come arrest me. I'm thinking about maybe letting them arrest. I owe $300 for coming home and camping.
I know, that really upsets me.
And they put me in handcuffs.
I know, that really upsets me.
And all that shit. And I had to sit there and eat shit sandwich after shit sandwich from that punk. You don't treat men like that here. You don't walk up to a man like that here.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it.
And it's, yeah, or her, huh? How about all that? She's missing Amanda. You guys, man. The good doctor. You guys all, man. Here's up my mama. Thank you all so fucking much. You have no, I have to bitch about this stuff though. Well, it's not a right. It's a responsibility. That's what I'm getting told. So, just so everybody knows that, I'm not going around this fucking punching people to punch people. It's a magpie.
Look how cute it is. It's just like, look at the feathers. White feathers. It's so cute. It's just kind of like bouncing around. They're so pretty.
He's always there too. That's how it is.
Is it that one? Oh my god, he's so cute with the little fluffy. He's kind of a mess. He reminds me of me. He's kind of a mess.
Man, this is gonna be good. Look how strong we are already. Wow. Put me on my ass. Thank you, sir. That's the way it works with men like that. That's why I go like this. Thank you. Thanks so much. Ah.
You still have some espresso left.
Let's get rid of that right now.
Yeah, I just didn't want you to kick it over.
Cheers, sir. Thank you.
I haven't been filming a lot today. It's already noon. But I took a shower. I went to the Snowshoe Lodge. You can take showers there for $10. And it's funny because the owners, I was talking to Jennifer. She's so sweet. Oh my gosh, I just love her. Her parents are from Phoenix. Well, her parents live in Phoenix, so we were chatting. Anyways, so I spent my morning with Nick, and I had to go to the post office to mail out my mom's house keys, my mom's car keys. So, yeah, $45. My bad. But my van is a freaking disaster, so it's time to clean. I have really not had a ton of time, or I haven't relaxed a lot since I arrived in Creede, so now is the time. The weather is beautiful. It's about 55 degrees out. The sun's kind of peeking out. It's lovely. So I am just going to put on my sports radio and clean, which for me is relaxing, and I'm excited about it. Y'all, I feel good kind of being able to do van things. I want to tell those of you who may not have been following me last summer when I was in Creede, a quick background on my friend Nick. So I very much credit Brock, Aussie Van Man, with introducing me to Creede, because he basically said one day, hey, do you want to meet me up in Creede? This was last June. It's a historic mining town. And I was like, historic mining town? Like, sign me the fuck up. So we went. And we met Nick when we went to go camp at a trailhead. And he was living in a tent with cows. Or surrounded by cattle, I should say. And we met him, kind of befriended him. He came over to our camp and he was asking to charge something. And Brock ended up giving him some peanuts, and we gave him a couple of other food items. The next day I gave him a little like hygiene kit that had like a toothbrush and stuff in it. And he was just such an interesting man. And I ended up running into him again when I went back to Creede, and he was still living in that tent in the field, and at the time he was walking 5 miles into town just for groceries. So I ended up giving him a ride, taking him to the food bank, getting him all set up with food. I gave him some money and like bought him some propane, some things that he needed to make sure that he had what he needed. And that was about 3 months after I had met him for the first time. And we just really connected. And, you know, Nick is one of those people who has just been through a lot. He has seen a lot in his life, and he has had a very challenging life. But I have just been so accepting and non-judgmental of him, because he's a very unique, special person, and everybody deserves kindness and dignity. So not everybody can appreciate his uniqueness. And I understand. Just like I'm not everybody's cup of tea, he's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. But I accept him for the person that he is and whatever he has going on. So I adore Nick. I always make sure he's taken care of when I see him, but also the locals take really good care of him as well. So I know that he has what he needs. And it just feels really good to make these connections with people and to be able to help people out, even if that means just being their friend. So it was nice this morning to spend time with Nick, and I know that I'll spend more time with him throughout the summer. But, you know, we were able to have breakfast and coffee, and I gave him some cash. And not that he expects that from me or anything, and it's like, you know, I might give him $5 here, $10 there. I just want to make sure that I just want to help. And, you know, so but we sat in front of the gas station and we just like people watched, and he was talking, you know, all sorts of nonsense and things, and I listen, and I you know, communicate with him in a way that makes sense for him. And we have very actually powerful, like, spiritual conversations and encounters, and I'm very grateful for that. So that's Nick. I have footage of him in videos from last summer if you are interested. But yeah, anyways, okay, I have to clean. I don't know. You know, I got done with my initial cleaning literally just as the rain started. So I am going to, I think, edit a video. I have a bag of trash in front of me and still a couple things to put away, but at least, like, I got my bed made, vacuumed, lint rolled, you know, everything, because there was just a lot of stuff I had been tracking in here. So I'm chilling now. This weather today has forced me to relax. And drinking my sparkling water, just finished some lunch. It's about 3:30. It's very cold out. I can see the fog has been coming in and out, but right now in front of me I can see snow on the mountains, and it's just pristine. Like, wow, I live here, you know? So it's been a fantastic few days in Creede. I'm leaving tomorrow, but remember, I'm coming back. This is my home base now for the summer. And I'm extremely excited to meet up with Brock tomorrow. We will meet at a location that we have all set, and it'll be in the morning sometime, probably mid-morning. Then we will drive to Leadville together and hang out there. I really think I think Brock and I will have a good balance this next week of doing stuff and resting. Let's be honest, Brock has gotten a lot better about resting since we started traveling together around this time last year. He has slowed down. We balance each other out in that way, I think. He kind of forces me sometimes to, like, do more things, and I force him to slow down and rest. We used to be completely opposite in that way, and now I think we've gotten a little bit closer in that. Especially since Winston passed, and I am more apt to move more quickly now and do more. So we will drive to Leadville, not sure where we're going to stay or anything like that, but for 2 nights, and then we will meet up with Sarah and Aaron. So I am super freaking stoked about that, and I'm excited that I established myself here. I went out with a group of friends last night, made some new friends last night. We had so much fun. And then after Brock and I do our thing, and he goes back to Phoenix, I'll come back here. Because this is my home. Alright, y'all, so ever since I visited Creede last summer, I have wanted the red Creede flag that is all over everywhere, and I found it last season at the gas station in town. It was $50. It just wasn't in my budget. I was like, it's gonna have to wait, but I told myself I'll be back next year. So one of the first things on my list was to get this freaking flag because I've been thinking about it ever since I left. And I want to thank Dave Stein because he has sent me 2 super chats specifically, or super thanks, or whatever, donations essentially toward my Creede flag. So Dave, thank you so much. It was $51, but it's worth it, and I want to open it with you guys right here. And the sun just came out, so stretching my legs. It's 47 and sunny, but it's beautiful. Yay. Y'all, this, I can see why it was $50 actually. I thought this was more like a tapestry, but no, this is legit like fabric and everything. So, yay! I got it. This is my home. While I'm sitting here in the rain, but the sun is all of a sudden peeking out, I do want to remind everybody that despite the fact that it's 45 degrees outside right now, there's a view from my windshield, it's 69 in my van right now. And that's because I haven't put any of my window shades up. So when that sun comes out and it heats it up, even if it's for 5 minutes, it keeps my van nice and warm. So I'm keeping my window shades down as long as possible to keep the van nice and cozy and toasty. And I do that in the mornings as well. When I'm in a sunny climate and it's cold, I'll take down my necessary shades right away to hopefully increase the temperature. Good morning, friends. It is about 8:45 and I am slated to meet Brock in probably around 10. He messaged me this morning that he was headed to South Fork, our meeting point, from Durango, which is about a 2-hour drive. So I just like brushed my teeth and did my stuff this morning, already made my bed, have things tidied. So I'm actually probably, it's cold this morning. Whew. I'm gonna hit the road and just get to South Fork a little bit early. I only have a half an hour drive, but I figure I'll just get there, kind of hang out, chill, and I'm excited to see Brock. Wow, it's a spectacular morning in Creede, though, I'll tell you what. That sun is, feels good. In South Fork. Such a beautiful drive. Got some coffee, so now I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I was here early and I knew I would be. I just wanted to be here when Brock arrived, so I'll probably just sit here and people watch and maybe edit a video while I wait. My timing is impeccable. I didn't even wait 5 minutes and the Aussie showed up.